Welcome back to the Eurovision podcast, everyone. Now we are delighted to be joined by another finalist in Eurosong 2023. Joining us right now is K Muni and ND, who have their song Down in the Rain. Welcome to the podcast, lads.
Hello, guys.
Thank you guys for having us. Thank you.
No problem. It's great to speak with you. Firstly, congratulations on making the final 6 songs. It must be an absolute mad week for you both. How are you feeling about it all?
It's still like a dream. Like it doesn't feel real, but we're working towards the big show. So yeah,
feeling good.
Tell us about your background then. How did you guys get into songwriting and putting out music?
Nev, you can take that away.
At the start, like obviously we got into music as a joke. It was like 2017. We made a song with a group of our friends, but in 2020, that was the year we started taking it really, really seriously. So we dropped our hit song Longford Town, and that went crazy, and it really put us out there and it put us on the map. And ever since then, like the ball has been rolling. So it's been good, and it's been a great experience.
Absolutely. And I think we both watched your documentary, your mini documentary, Welcome to Longford, on your YouTube channel. And it's such an interesting story, and it's mad how the town of Longford supports you guys so much. And it's a fascinating story.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I feel like at first we were kind of like wondering, is this town going to support us? But they've actually shown us so much love. So I can never complain saying that Longford hasn't supported us. They've actually pushed us so hard. Even now, like, I don't even have to tell anybody. Literally, you'll see it on all the news outlets. Longford talent, but everyone's congratulating us. It's crazy.
Oh, that's amazing. Putting Longford on the map. Like now when I think of Longford, it's obviously Maura Higgins and you guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. We'll have to go now. See you guys in concert or something.
You have to take a trip down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you've kind of touched on it, but like, how are you feeling now that you're participants for Eurosong? Like, what was your initial reaction when you got the good news that you're in?
The story behind how we even entered into it is actually so funny, because basically, like, we never had no intention of entering Eurovision or anything like that. So basically, I have 2 younger siblings, and they're huge fans of the Late Late Toy Show. So I was trying to find out how can I be the best big brother and get them to watch the Late Late Toy Show live. So I was looking on the RTE website, and then there was a forum, but the forum was like asking me questions about like, who's your Irish hero and all this. I was like, why is it asking me these questions? So I just clicked out of the forum. And then I seen in the corner, enter Eurovision 2023. So in my head, I'm like, okay, let me just enter. What's the worst that can happen? So I just entered the song, and I promise you, I forgot about it completely. I didn't even tell them ND about it because I didn't think anything would come out of it. And so like 2 months after, I think it was a few days after my birthday as well, I got a call from IT, and someone, it was Michael, and he was saying, oh, we heard your song. So I'm thinking that he's going to tell you, oh, it was good, but it wasn't being selected. And then he said, oh, it's been selected. And I'm like, what? And so I told ND, and ND was shocked.
So ND, you had no idea any of this was happening?
I had no idea. So I got the call. I just come out of a lecture. I got the call, and when he kept saying sentence after sentence, like, it didn't feel real. It honestly didn't feel real. He was saying, we're going to be on the Late Late Show. I was just like, what is going on? it didn't feel real. It was one of the biggest shocks I've ever had in my whole life, honestly.
That's good that you took it so well, because it could have gone 2 ways. You either really, really were happy or really, really angry. So it's good that you received it well.
I love the toy show link to Eurovision.
Yeah.
Wow. Very Irish.
So you said it there that you decided to submit a song just spontaneously. Why Down in the Rain? Because obviously there's other songs on your EP, Welcome to Longford. Mm-hmm. Why was it that song that you decided to go with?
I think, well, so firstly, some of the songs on our EP had been released before. So like, obviously they wouldn't have been eligible due to the date. And I think Down in the Rain was one of the songs on the EP that we felt like, I think after we had done the EP, we're like, yo, this is one of the strongest songs on the EP. So I'll just submit it. And I don't think there wasn't actually a massive thinking process behind it. I was even thinking, oh, this will suit Eurovision. I was just like, okay, this is a nice song that we have. Let me just submit it and see what happens.
I think like the response to the song has been really positive. It's definitely a song that we haven't seen in like that kind of genre, that kind of style in Eurosong or in the selection. So it's really exciting. Fair play.
When you guys heard it, what did you think of it?
It's really catchy.
Really catchy.
Yeah,
like
really
we were
catchy.
singing it before while we were waiting. We were having a muffin and having a water. We were singing "Down in the Rain." It's something. If it was on the radio, it wouldn't feel out of place. And sometimes songs on Eurosong can feel like that, but "Down in the Rain" definitely just slots into mainstream radio, and that's
It's
something
really
that
current. It's
definitely.
really current. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question? Actually, I know it's your guys' podcast. I want to ask you guys.
Go for it.
I've seen on Twitter like everyone's kind of confused about the genre. Some people are calling it this, that. I wonder, what do you guys think the genre is called actually?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like what you mentioned drill in your documentary, but I don't think it's drill. No. I was like,
I'm the worst person to ask about genres. I'm just like, it's a good song or it's a bad song, and it's a good song in my eyes. So it could be a pop ballad, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Country.
Yeah. I know it's definitely not country. So what is the genre then for you guys in your eyes?
The genre is called Afro swing. Actually, that's the actual genre. It's kind of like a sub version of Afro beat, if that makes sense. If you guys have heard of that. And so like it's quite popular in obviously Africa, America, the UK.
The UK
that type
too,
of
yeah.
vibe. Yeah, the UK is very big there in the UK.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people confused. Some people didn't know what to label it as, and I was like, "Oh, so you guys haven't heard this before?"
Well, that's why it's so important that it's in. If people aren't, but it's funny that you mentioned the UK, because the British fans in particular, the feedback has been like, "God, this is so current for UK radio."
Absolutely.
And that they're like nearly surprised it's not coming from the UK. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
You're like ahead of the curve in Ireland. Really.
Yeah.
Love that.
Definitely. So what is the meaning behind Down in the Rain then?
I mean, the first time you can go ahead. Whoever wants.
No, you go first.
I mean, this happens the whole time through interviews.
It happens with us as well.
I mean, the first time we got on the phone and we spoke about the song, we wanted to like let people know our story and depict a period in our music careers where we didn't really see where it was going. So it was a difficult time for us, and we wanted to like just let our hearts out in a way and show the people that although sometimes things might not be going good, it's important to stick true to yourself and believe in your dreams as well.
And it's quite funny as well how the song came about, because originally we had a different idea for our EP completely. It was going to be the sports related. We scrapped that, and so we came and we're like, we need to make a song based on what ND just said. But so like literally we was on the phone listening to instrumentals that we'd been sent, and then he was like, I was down in the rain, and then he said, I'm going to change it, and I said, no, keep that, that's the perfect hook. And so when I went to his house, it was funny because usually I write before I go to the studio, and we did it literally in his bedroom, but this is the first time I think I was writing in the studio. So literally we wrote the song in 30 minutes after we had the hook. It was actually a quick process as well.
That's unreal.
Amazing. Really nice meaning behind it. So you guys are obviously selected. You're in preparations now for February 3rd. Can you give us any hints about staging, how you guys will perform the song on the night, or is it all tight-lipped at the moment?
I'm going to keep it brief. It's going to rain. It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It is Ireland.
One thing I would like people to know as well is that like on Twitter, we are actually looking at people's opinions and seeing, okay, yeah, this would make sense. And we actually are taking people's feedback and advice. So yeah, it's actually nice seeing people talk about on Twitter, but constructively anyway.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, nah, this song is trash. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Twitter.
That's Twitter, especially the Eurovision fandom.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But it's good that you guys are obviously taking on feedback and
100%.
But it's good as well. Go with your hearts and, follow the original path of the song as well.
Do what's true to you.
Exactly.
And I know it's difficult in that late studio. Like, it's not really like
ideal.
We're like parrot saying this all the time. It's not really the best place, I think, for like the space and stuff. But like, yeah, just keep true to yourselves in the best way you can in the space that you have. And like, it's a fun song, so like make fun and the audience will enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one thing that like I want people to know is that we have acknowledged the fact that it's not inherently a Eurovision song, if that makes sense, the typical Eurovision song. But I feel like it's important for people to realize that it's different, and it could potentially do well, especially with the fact that the semi-final is all televised, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the whole world can vote in this one, is it?
Yeah, they technically, yeah, now they can.
In the new,
In the new voting system.
I feel like that would benefit us a lot. Like so many different countries would be able to vote for us. So that would be very big.
Yeah, making it international is good. And I think definitely, like we've seen over the last years, this idea of a Eurovision song has faded away.
Yeah.
Like there's not much of this like fit the mold thing anymore, that like it has to be pop, it has to be like
tempo,
dancer. Like if you look even at the winners of the last like 6-7 years, they're all so different. So there's 100% a place for you guys as artists and this kind of song. And I think for us as Irish fans, that's why it was so refreshing to see your song in the lineup. It was like, we've never had something like this in contention. So it's very exciting. Very exciting. And what would it mean to you guys to represent Ireland at Eurovision if you're picked on February the 3rd?
Who wants to go first?
We're gonna go first. I just thought.
I mean, it would mean the world. Honestly, it would mean the world. Like we said in our quote, we've been watching Eurovision as kids with our parents and stuff. So to get the support of Ireland, the whole country, to look at K Muni and ND and look at Down in the Rain as a song which could be representing them at Eurovision, it would be brilliant. Honestly, it would mean the world, and it would be a great experience for us, but also for the whole of Ireland, to bring something new and something fresh to the table to Eurovision.
You took the words out of my mouth.
No, absolutely, lads. We can't wait to see you guys on the stage on February 3rd, and fingers crossed it goes well for you. And you know, I'm sure if you guys get selected, you'll do an absolute fantastic job, and you seem great crack as well. So that's always a bonus.
I love your setup as well. The setup behind you is really nice.
Oh, thank you. Little faces and all of that.
We're narcissists. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what's funny as well? To prepare for Eurovision, we were actually watching you guys and we were listening to you guys' podcast, especially the episode with Brooke. And now I'm a big Brooke fan because of you guys as well.
Oh,
thank you, lads.
That's great. So we're also big Brooke fans.
Yeah.
We should do a collab or something.
100%. If you're watching Brooke,
she's playing a show in the Academy in May.
Yeah.
I need to get tickets.
You could be the support, like
sport act.
Get in there.
We'll make it happen.
It was so nice to talk to you, lads.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us. It's a pleasure.
Almost every single day, I was down in the rain. Had to go and make a change.